If you're heading into the holidays feeling overwhelmed, overstimulated, or already planning where you'll sneak off to take a deep breath during family gatherings, especially in a blended family, this episode is for you. Because Christmas can be beautiful and chaotic, and sometimes at the exact same time. Actually, usually at the exact same time. So today I'm sharing real life, a snowstorm that changed our plans, choosing safety over pressure, and how my husband and I navigate hosting approximately 25 people in our not so big house without losing our minds. Well, not completely, or our marriage. No perfection, no pretending, just real marriage, real family, and choosing what actually matters. Let's talk about Christmas chaos and how to move through it together. And if you stick around till the end, I will be sharing my top 5 ways to stay sane during the holidays in a blended family. See you on the inside. Hello, beautiful listeners, and welcome to the Intuitive Marriage Method. I'm Amanda Pott, wife, mom, nana, and part of a big blended family in my second marriage. I'm a certified life coach, an intuitive empath, a little woo-woo, and yes, plant medicine is my jam. I created the 12 foundations of a thriving marriage to help me stay true to myself, communicate clearly, set expectations, and build a beautiful, harmonious marriage. My husband and I are passionate karaoke singers. I love to paint and create, and this podcast is my way of sharing what I've learned, leaving something meaningful behind, and maybe giving you a laugh or two along the way. If you're a married woman ready to reconnect with yourself, build self-worth and self-love, communicate better, and hear some real stories, and possibly a little inappropriate humor, then welcome. You've come to the right place. Hello, beautiful listeners, and welcome back to the Intuitive Marriage Method. If you can hear a slightly calmer version of me today, it's because Barry and I did not make it to our karaoke semifinals last week. And honestly, that was the most intuitive decision we made all week. This will also be my last episode before the new year. I'm taking a little break over Christmas because family gatherings land right on Fridays this year. And as it is, this episode came out late anyways, so I'm already knowing not to set the expectation too high for myself. And I've learned that trying to do everything is just not the vibe for me. So Manitoba decided to show up aggressively last week. We had a massive snowstorm. I got snowed in at work and ended up staying an extra 5.5 or 6 hours. And honestly, after that, I stopped counting. It wasn't terrible, but it was a very scary moment. It was just an absolute shit show. If you ever go to my Facebook page, Amanda Pott, oh my goodness, scroll down a few days ago and the videos of the snowstorm and people getting stuck was just unreal. And so when I did finally make the drive home, I was white knuckling it the entire way. There had been a 40-car pileup on the highway just down from where we live. They were literally still cleaning it up when I was driving past. So if you can imagine, ever had that moment where your intuition is screaming, yeah, no, like we're not driving this highway again tonight. That was us. So the visibility was bad. One lane was completely black ice. And to be honest, it just wasn't a comfortable, enjoyable drive. So that night we were supposed to have our semifinals for our karaoke contest. And we had a quick check-in with each other and just decided that safety mattered more than the semifinals, obviously. We wished everybody well and we're a little bit disappointed, but you know what? Things happen sometimes, right? We stayed home, we stayed cozy, and we played with our new Shure microphones instead, which, by the way, they are just ridiculous in all the best ways. So much fun. It's like I'm calling it the magical microphone. Were we disappointed? Yeah, a little. Was that decision aligned for us? Absolutely. And honestly, that decision, it's kind of a perfect segue into today's topic. Because Christmas, especially in blended families, it's a beautiful chaos, right? We know what we're talking about. And if you're trying to control it, manage it, or make it perfect, good luck to you and Godspeed, because and if you find the secrets, please let me know. I do my best to make sure that, I put things in place and take care of my future self, and so that I have more sanity during it. But yeah, if you're trying to completely control it and not be able to be okay with good enough, you're going to lose your mind. uh, yeah, we have a few times, and over the years we learn, right? And so for us, Boxing Day is actually our big family gathering. It's about 25 people in total, give or take. Our 8 kids, their spouses, and our grandkids. And we do it at our house. Not every year. This year we are hosting. We actually have probably one of the smallest houses out of most of our children. And so I think it's been 2 or 3 years since we've hosted. So it's our time. It's our turn again. And yeah, it's not big. It's not big at all. It's about 1,700 square feet. It's a bungalow. We don't have a basement. We don't have a garage. Um, and we're stuffed. We're stuffed packed, and we make it work. We make it work. It's busy, it's crowded, but it is so much fun. And, I mean, ultimately, there's still renovations that need to be done in our home, and there's always something unfinished. But you know what? We absolutely make it work. People spill into every room. There are kids everywhere. I do have to put some, boundaries. My office has so many crystals and trinkets for little hands and microphones and all the fun things. So we do have to put some boundaries out. But the noise level, it's actually quite impressive. We should probably measure it one day. I'd like to see that. It's a constant hum of laughter and giggles and chatter, and it's like a beehive, and it can be very impressive. And somehow every year it is absolutely one of the best days. I love it. It's the time where we all get together. Um, the spirit of the season, and it's just to see life through all of our beautiful grandbabies' eyes again, and Christmas and the magic of it is very exciting. And I often find actually too is my daughters. I mean, I have many of them. I have quite a few, right? Often I'll come in, and we usually use paper plates because Lord knows we don't even have that many dishes. But they're cleaning up, and they're cleaning up so like they're putting it all away, and I'm so grateful for that. We do use paper plates because we honestly do not have enough dishes. And maybe bamboo forks again this year. I don't know, guys, because I think a few of our good forks actually were tossed out accidentally at Thanksgiving. Like, we were counting, and I think we're supposed to have 14 or something like that, 16. And yeah, we're missing a few. Um, because I'm really not a big fan of plastic cutlery, and the bamboo cutlery, honestly. I get it. Let's save the planet, but come on, give me what is that? You put it into something and it snaps like a toothpick. So I like to use real cutlery, but after losing a few, we might have to change that up. We do have a bunch actually from the thrift store, so maybe I used my good set. That was the wrong thing to do. Oh well, who gives a fork, right? Yep, I said it. And honestly, we also have some built-in cleanup help. Our dog Sylvie, she always comes wandering in afterwards, like, "Oh, don't worry, I've got this. I've got this." Any spills, crumbs, dropped food from the kids, she's on it. She's all over it, actually. And she's basically a part of the hosting team at this point, so we really do rely on her work. And I swear she waits patiently until everyone's eaten, and then goes, "All right, my shift starts now. I'm clocking in." And she works for food, so that's cool. We don't have to pay her. She just cleans it up for us, and she's happy. So that works out well. Now listen, I love my family deeply, but I'm also an intuitive empath with a nervous system. And so when it gets loud, overwhelming, overstimulating, Barry and I know what to do. Sometimes we step outside. Sometimes we take a deep breath. Sometimes there may be a little plant medicine involved. Just say, don't judge me. And sometimes we just stand in silence and look at each other like, yeah, this is a lot. And yeah, we're grateful. We're very grateful. But yeah, this is a lot. And we give each other a hug. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with taking a breather during family gatherings. It's not rude. It's regulation to continue on. You need a break from work, right? If it's stressful, you know, it's a lot. And we love our family. There's nothing more enjoyable to us than to watch our adult children, conversing with each other and laughing and giggling and the kids playing. And we play games together and the food is amazing and we all come together and the gifts and just the exchange. The energy is beautiful, but it's a lot. And so sometimes it's okay. It's okay to just take that pause. So just wanted to let you know that it's okay. And if the weather allows, we'll have a fire going outside. People come and go, kids run in and out. The kids will play. Some people talk. Some people sit quietly. Some people need some space. We have, earplugs for some of the kids, like, the headphones things where you just put them on if it's too much. We have a lot of people in our family that get overstimulated quite easily. So we try to accommodate even when it seems impossible sometimes, but we do. And instead of trying to manage everyone's experience, which I used to do, I wanted everybody to have a great experience. And I'm better now at just letting it be. Just let the experience happen, be in the moment, and deal with things as they come about. Do we sometimes have family drama? Oh, very little, but sometimes. But sometimes sometimes between siblings usually. And if that's the case, then we just kind of are here to guide them and encourage them and have an adult conversation. But we just kind of let things happen as they go. And just going with the flow has kind of become our holiday motto. You have to, otherwise you'll go insane. Let's talk about food, shall we? Because I've had a lot of people, so my family say, part of my sister's side of the family, they have a very large family as well. And my niece was asking me, like, what do you guys do? Do you host it all? Do you have all the food? Do you take care of all the food? And in certain situations I have, like a Father's Day or something like that, we have, but typically our last name is Pott. So we have it like a POTT Luck, POTT, right? Because honestly, if we had to take care of it all, it's a lot. And this is where marriages can seriously start to unravel. If there's so much to be done and it's not shared, it can be a lot for the one person. And then that person's like, I can't do this. It's too much. And so we lovingly call our get-togethers our family potlucks. And if we're hosting, Barry and I will handle the main stuff. And if I'm being truly honest, it's Barry. It's always Barry. He's our main big feast chef. Truly, this man is a blessing, and man, can he fucking cook. So I'm good with it. He often doesn't like me to get involved because he has a plan. He has a system going. He knows when everything's going to be done, and he's honestly a master at that. Of course, I do help out. I'll help prep, but that's honestly, I have to give all the kudos and credit to him when it comes to that. So this year, we're doing the turkey, ham, stuffing, gravy, condiments, things like that. We also did pick up buns, but then we drop in a message to our group family chat. And, here's the vibe, like, here's what we need. This is kind of the menu, veggies, potato dishes, salads, buns, drinks, desserts. And people bring what they want. And I believe that this does two very important things. It doesn't leave us completely depleted where we're doing it all financially and all the work. And it also lets everyone contribute. And I believe that that is empowering in itself. Plus, to be honest, it's a great way to get our kids to cook for us. We never get invited over for dinner. Very, very rarely. I honestly don't remember the last time. And, but, honestly, our kids actually can make some really incredible dishes. And it's a fun way for them to share their culinary skills. And it's a treat for us to be able to experience that. So, and yeah, I think that food and contributing and all that, it's what makes people feel included and appreciated. So we've also simplified our gifts because, again, let's just talk sanity and money. We do buy gifts for all the grandkids, which we have 12, and there's a 13th on the way. I just want to add that, I guess I do contribute. I made it sound like I don't contribute at all. But I buy all the grandkids presents, and, Barry helps out. We do kind of, the financial things split and stuff, but he helps with the food, and I make sure all the decorations are up, the house is clean, and all the grandkids' presents are all taken care of, and everybody's taken care of. So that's the part that I do. So just wanted to add that in there. I didn't end up saying that earlier. So, and the grandkids do also now do a gift exchange between themselves. And because that was getting quite a lot for some of the parents were buying, and then, the kids. So we just decided to do that 2 or 3 years ago, I believe, now that the kids are getting a bit older. And it's nice. It alleviates, of course, yes, if you have 3 kids, you're buying 3 presents. That's just the way it is, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it. But we usually do about $25 for the grandkids, and like for their gift exchange. And we do a name draw for the adults, and it's a $50 gift, and we pick one person. And it used to be, we've done a couple things over the years, where you have, I think we did like a $40 gift one year, and then a $10 like a gag gift. And that was kind of fun. We did like a little game for the gag gift, but it just becomes a lot. So we're trying to simplify things as much as possible. We didn't used to allow gift cards just because we wanted it to be more thoughtful. There again, now we've included gift cards because a lot of people really actually do like gift cards, and they're beneficial, and sometimes it's just easier. So we do just try to, and not everybody's obligated to play, obviously. If, there's no one's obligated. Everyone participates. And if someone needed help to do that and participate, we would obviously help them. Because buying for everyone is a lot, emotionally, financially, energetically. It's a lot. So it works for our family right now. And, you do what works. You talk about it amongst your family. You don't want family members to feel obligated or feel bad. Work as a family. You're all a big team. This is the intuitive marriage method in real life, like happening in real life. It's about clear communication, shared expectations, boundaries without guilt, letting go of perfection, and choosing connection over control. And doing what works for your family, not what Instagram says a Christmas should look like, as much as, Pinterest's pretty and it's beautiful and it's very inspiring. And you can always have a certain part of that, but do what works for your family. Don't worry about what other people think. So before I wrap up here today, here are my top 5 ways to stay sane during the holidays in a blended family. Number 1, decide together. If you and your partner are not aligned, nothing else matters. Number 2, share the load. If you are hosting, you're not also required to be a martyr. Number 3, regulate your nervous system. Step outside, take a breath, be a human. Number 4, lower the bar. Perfect holidays are fake, meaningful ones are not. And number 5, choose joy on purpose. So whether that's a fire, a laugh, music, or new microphones, invest in what brings you together. Choose to have that joyful experience and make it that way. At the end of the day, my goal is simple. I want the house clean enough, the lights glowing, the music playing, and to feel settled, peaceful, and ready to actually enjoy my family. Not rushed, not resentful, not overstimulated beyond repair, just present. However your holidays look this year, loud, quiet, chaotic, tender, you're doing better than you think. Choose safety, choose grace, and choose what feels right for you. I will see you in the new year. Merry Christmas, everybody. Bye for now.